Hello guys. Today we're gonna talk about the movie The Wind Rises, a Miyazaki film, which is really excellent. This movie was released in 2013. It's PG-13. Strange, a Miyazaki film being rated PG-13. We'll get to that in a little bit. And it's 2 hours and 6 minutes long. It has 7.8 out of 10 on IMDb with about 80,000 ish user votes, and it has 83 on Metacritic with about 330 critics. It's directed by Miyazaki, who we know from Spirited Away. All right, I'm gonna have to go a little more detail showing the Japanese dub stars, but we need American because that's the one I saw. It stars Joseph Gordon-Levitt in the lead, who's in Don John, and it stars Emily Blunt. This Emily Blunt, who we know from Edge of Tomorrow. Yeah, this film has a big voice cast, like really notable people on here, which is really cool. I always like seeing these diverse celebrity actors, actresses lend their voices to a Miyazaki film because this type of animation style sometimes, especially a little bit back in the day, but nowadays not so much. But back in the day, these kind of like animes or anime style like films or TV shows, they get criticized. And yeah, some of the TV animes, I'm getting kind of on a tangent here. Some of the TV animes are a little bit over the top for some people's taste, but but the thing what I love about Miyazaki films is that they don't do the over the top anime approach. They do the anime style, but they do it like they're filming like an actual live action movie where it's traditional like camera frames and scenes, and the characters they don't go crazy and they have crazy backgrounds. Their face gets all different and none of that. No, there's none of that shit there. It's very straight up, which is something I enjoy. I mean, I enjoy both styles to the other one to an extent. This one I really enjoy because I can get a chance to appreciate the artwork a little bit more and not get too distracted by other shit going on. But yeah, that's the cast for that. On Rotten Tomatoes, the movie has 88% certified fresh, and that's with 178 critics and 85% by audience, about 10,000 ish user audience. It's the critics' consensus. Wind Rises is a fittingly bittersweet swan song for director Miyazaki. Swan song, was this like the last movie he like fully worked on? Like, I know he still did stuff, but not to maybe this extent. I'm not quite sure. I gotta read more about this film. I didn't get a chance to look at trivia yet for it, but I'm going to because I'm curious. Because this was released in 2013, and I know that he was gonna retire. And I heard he was returning with something new, but he did retire for a bit. The studio still ran. Other people I think did stuff, but I think this was the last one he like fully worked on. Apparently, according to that Rotten Tomatoes thing, I don't know. I have to look. The movie is available to stream on HBO Max, and it's available to buy, just buy, on Vudu, Apple TV, Amazon, Google Play, YouTube, and Vudu and Microsoft Store. The movie was released on DVD in 2014. So yeah, this movie's amazing. So this movie's rated PG-13. Language-wise, there's not a ton. I think maybe a damn, maybe hell. I don't think hell. I think I heard a damn or something like that in there. This movie is based kind of pre World War II, like before World War II started, but like 30s into like 40s or something like that. It is based in that early like 20s to 40s period roughly. Um, it's spread throughout that. There is a lot of smoking in this movie, just like there was smoking back in that time period. So that could be the rating for it because there's a ton of smoking in an animated movie. That's something you don't usually see as much. Now that I think about it, in something like this, especially, and there is a romantic relationship in this movie, um, which is very interesting because Miyazaki. My sister is a Miyazaki person. She knows a lot about the stuff, and apparently he doesn't typically like to write romance stories. Um, but this one is, and I enjoyed seeing his take on romance in one of his films. I thought it was very well done. very tasteful, and I really just I really enjoyed this movie, and that ending does hit. That ending hits you. I won't say what or anything, but it does get you a little bit, and it did. And I won't lie, just kind of like Shutter Island, the ending's so quick. I mean, and not so much it's a quick ending, but it's like so much happens in such a small period of time that you're kind of left like, holy, what the hell happened? I guess you could see that maybe as a criticism, but to be honest, I think with the nature of a movie like this, I think it works. The movie's told pretty straightforward. Pretty much what's about is about this kid who loves aviation. He wants to make planes. He can't fly them because of a medical condition, but he's a great designer of planes. And throughout the movie, he and his buddy, like that's in and out of the movie, he tries to, and they're in Japan. They're kind of when World War II is just gearing up. They're actually allied with the Japan's allied with the other side. There, in terms of war talk, there's not really that much going on. I mean, not the term Nazi is used, but there's not a whole lot of focus on the war inclinations other than the plane making side of it. That's kind of the only thing. And yeah, the whole movie really is just him just going through his love of planes and his love of a lady. And yeah, it's really good movie. Man, Miyazaki films. There's something about them that just they're exciting but they're relaxing. Miyazaki films I just find super relaxing. I can like if I watch one with Corey or my sister or sometimes all three of us will watch a Miyazaki movie. Um, it's just it's something else because it's like it's eventful, it's artistic, but yet it's chill, it's relaxed. Its pace is always well done. It just there's I always will Miyazaki to me like when I if I'm gonna pick any artist like animated movie studio or person that I could see as the pinnacle of it, I see Miyazaki as the pinnacle because in my opinion he's never made a bad movie. Now because his stuff is a studio and because other people are involved with stuff, it's very important to note that even if a movie that's more mixed or bad that comes out of the studio isn't necessarily a Miyazaki film made by Miyazaki himself because like I said he did retire for a bit but the studio still ran so movies did come out that he didn't really work on necessarily so that's important to keep in mind. um, but yeah, I gotta look through what ones I have seen, which ones I haven't seen, because he's definitely become one of my favorite ones to watch, favorite movie, just that movie style and everything, and yeah, it's and most of his movies are kind of more on the GPG side, but he has done a few that are a little above that. Nothing R rated, I don't think. I don't think he's made an R rated movie. Correct me if I'm wrong, of course. But he's definitely made a few PG-13 ones like this one, and yeah, this is a really good movie. I really love it. I definitely recommend it. And here's the thing, and I know I reviewed some other Miyazaki films in the past, but I know some people are hesitant getting into something that's animated. Now, if you just don't like animated stuff in general, I don't know how much this film would change your mind, but I will say this. The difference with this film and other animated works is that this film it doesn't rely on exaggerations. His style isn't through exaggerations. It's like you're watching like a regular movie or TV show, like a big budget one or whatever, but it's just told through animation. But everything else is the same. Like it's told conventionally, like everyone acts like everything acts like a regular person. No, everyone acts like a regular person, not like a caricature or some over the top like woo and like all over the no. There's none of that shit. It's very straightforward. And while I don't mind that other stuff, that stuff can lend it to stuff some pretty if done right can work but it's become kind of one of those anime tropes that kind of turn some people off to anime so I feel like but I feel like if you're going to try to get someone into this style and art form a Miyazaki film's the perfect one to do it because it's very familiar but it brings in the other positive anime elements in that some people may not some people might not click in their head right away that that's what's in it. So yeah, overall, I really love this movie. I definitely recommend it, but be prepared. This movie is definitely it's definitely not a film to go in like if you're in an emotional state, because this film does make you feel. It does. So be careful. Be careful. But yeah, it's a very good movie though. I definitely recommend it. And yeah, that's all I got. It's a really good movie. I didn't say this. In terms of DVD availability, Miyazaki films on DVD, they're not always the easiest to find. I mean, they are around, some of the popular ones, but some of the ones that are good but no one really talks about that much, they can be a little tricky. Um, but they're around. You may have to spend a little bit of money for them. They're not typically cheap, but they're pretty much high quality works of art, so it's fine. But yeah, that's all I got. It's a really good movie. I definitely recommend it. Yeah, guys, thanks for watching. In case you want to chat with me, Mike, or anyone else at the Campy Company, you don't want to use the YouTube comment section, we do have a couple options. First one is we have a Discord channel. You can find a link to that about page / about section of our channel. We also have a discussion tab on our channel as well. You can access that through a PC or laptop computer. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the videos, and have a good day.